Listen, I don't know the rules. Don't get me in trouble. How you doing?
Good. My name's Mike Lady. You can follow me
I
on
know. I still follow you. That's why.
Yeah, holla at you. Yeah, what's up?
All right, bet.
How are you doing today, first of all?
I'm good. This is crazy in here. Like the longest red carpet ever.
Oh, I know. Are you excited about the premiere?
I am. I'm into it, so I'm excited. Like for the whole festivities of it all, but also that it's a Marvel movie. So
Into it in what way? So I know Captain Marvel, it's a big deal, you know?
it's a big
tell
deal.
me-
But Captain Marvel is dope for women empowerment. But then Marvel, I'm into that. Like Iron Man, other than Captain Marvel, would be one of my faves. Thor. I just like the whole. I'm into the fantasy world thing, so I'm into it. I'm one of those.
So you're into the fantasy world, so tell me a superpower that you, or any superhero that you would want to be.
Okay, if I had to pick a superpower, I would want to be able to teleport. So, I just took a 5.5-hour flight here from Atlanta. I could have blinked my eyes and been here. So, yeah, I'd teleport for sure.
Everybody wants to save time and stop time. That's how it is.
I'd be on vacation tonight, somewhere else, back at work the next day. So, yeah, that would be it.
Yeah. I know you're getting ready for season, so tell me a little bit more about it.
The WNBA season, we tip off May 24th for us. I feel like training camp and everything is approaching quickly. So, I'm getting ready for it. I was working on acting, life after basketball in the off season, but now it's time to kick in gear for basketball.
Yeah. What athlete inspires you the most?
What athlete inspires me the most? I would have to say that's tough. One of my favorites is Tanya Cardosa, who's my old coach at UConn. So I was a big fan of hers.
And what do you take from her? Any piece of advice from her, or just her as a whole person?
Yeah, just her mentality, her go-getter mentality. She kind of she has that dog in her, and what we say in sports world. So that part.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure they're probably it's time to.
Yeah.
No, I was just making sure that I wasn't getting in trouble. Yeah, they're strict on this carpet. Like you gotta move. So, and I'm pretty hype. I met Samuel L. Jackson. My parents are gonna be oh yeah. Told him he has to come to a game, so we'll see.
I'm sure he would love to support.
Hey, I want the support, but he seemed really cool. He followed me on Instagram right there, so he said DM a brother, and I will. And I'm going
Yeah,
to.
don't take that lightly.
I'm going to. I'll remind him, hey, we got another home game coming up. What did you say? Oh, you said you was going to make one, right? We got one left. Yeah, I'm going to tell him.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy it.
All right, thank you for having me.
Your store around some of the 90s
Akira.
hit songs.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. You look so pretty. I really like your dress. Did you pick it out?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
A little bit of it. Are you excited about today and to see the movie?
I'm very excited.
What are you most excited about?
Well, my sister's in the film, so I'm really excited to see her too.
And let's talk about superheroes and superpowers. So I know all of Captain Marvel's superpowers. Would you want any of her superpowers?
Yes, I would want her superpower to fly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where would you fly to?
Probably to my cousin's house because I go there all the time.
Yeah?
But yeah,
Where's your cousin live?
she lives in Irvine.
Oh, I understand the traffic can be a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think Captain Marvel it's probably an inspiration for a lot of girls. What's the biggest piece of inspiration she has on you right now?
That girls can do anything and be anything they want.
Yeah?
No matter if they're a boy or a girl.
You're absolutely right. Well, I hope you enjoy it, okay?
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Are you excited about tonight?
I'm super excited.
Yeah. I know that being Dominican and being part of such a huge film, huge in history and just Marvel in general being so huge. Tell me a little bit about the impact that you're hoping to have on the Latino community and what is that experience like for you?
Well, the experience for me was amazing, to be working as a Latino, to be working in this movie. I think Marvel, they really focus on, casting, this multicultural, talents. And for me to be included in it, it's amazing. It's I'm really grateful for it. I hope, that all my Latinos go see the film. I hope everybody go see the film. And in this movie, we're going to see, this character, Carol Danvers, we're going to see her development and see how she becomes one of the most stronger characters and one of the most strongest character in the MCU. And it's super amazing. I hope, everybody go see it and have the opportunity to this movie connects like with all the other film that we have already seen, like the Avengers, like all the other films, you know. So this is basically where almost everything began.
So, in a bigger sense of more of like the bigger message of this film, what do you think people should take away from the film's message?
I think the film message is like you see a woman handling things, you know, and that shows that you females can do it too. You know, it doesn't really have to be a woman. You know, hopefully we have a woman as a president here someday. You know, so yeah, she's controlling. She's she's controlling it in a way that she has everything under control, and yeah, we're gonna see her like being really, really good like to humanity.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What are you most excited about?
Well, I love the Marvel series, so I'm just excited. Yeah, I like action movies.
Yeah, okay, so this is a big deal, a huge role. Captain Marvel means a lot to just our world today and the impact that it's going to have on women and just society in general. What do you think that impact is? What does that look like?
Well, it's always great to see women portrayed in positive ways, especially in action films, and it's also to see women of color in this space, so I'm excited about it.
Definitely, and I think it represents a lot of the minorities and just like it shows what is possible on screen and behind the screen as well. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah, especially when our youth are able to take those positive things that you just mentioned from any film and able to apply that to their own lives. I think that's awesome.
What about in sports? Just like the impact that the sorry, so many different voices. Sports and just like the progression of women and men in sports as well.
Well, I think that sport and media are closely intertwined. A lot of the advances that we see on screen, we also see played out in sport. And us seeing ourselves in roles like this, us seeing ourselves on the fencing strip, in the swimming pool, on the gymnastics floor, that's ways for not only us to motivate and encourage ourselves as athletes, but it's also a way for us to give back to the youth, for them to see themselves and be ambitious in their goals that they set for themselves.
And athletes are kind of almost like superheroes too, you know? There's a lot of crossover, I feel like, you know, just like the amount of discipline that it takes and courage. What would you say the crossovers are?
Well, for me, I have my own like action figure, so I feel like the crossover is it's more unique than others in a sense that I have my own Barbie, but when you think about your suit of armor, the uniform that you put on, you going to battle and competing, there are a lot of similarities. You have to believe in yourself like you're a superhero in order to be successful.
Well, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. Take care, guys.
Did you?